Hello, everyone, and welcome to Art Talk. My name is Peggy Lyle, and I am the director for the Downtown Fort Collins Creative District. I'm so honored to be the host for Art Talk every month on behalf of Downtown Fort Collins, sharing all the amazing things that our businesses and artists are doing downtown throughout the month. And today, I'm really excited. I get to talk to my friend Linda Roth. She is from Walnut Creek. And hi, Linda, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you? I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, for sure. I feel like this is going to be an exciting talk because there's so much going on at Walnut Creek and so many things that you do that I had a hard time choosing what we were going to discuss today. But I want to start, I want to start really quickly just with what's the history of Walnut Creek? When did you get started and kind of what was your passion behind starting this business?
So my business partner, Janelle Williams, and I were vendors, and a good friend of mine owned the building originally and started Vine's Vintage here in town. And then she started Walnut Creek, and it was just too much for her. So she had to sell, and I knew Janelle, but we were both just wanting to save the business. So Janelle kind of bought in, then I bought in, and we kind of took off from there. And two different personalities, but it seems to have worked with all this interesting eclectic stuff going on here.
I love it. Okay, well, before we dive into what Walnut Creek is and what you have, I want to actually dive into the history of the building that you're in because you're on Walnut Street, thus the name, and you're in one of the most interesting historic buildings, I think, in downtown. So can you tell us a little bit about the building history?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I absolutely love this building. And I think it was built in around 1897. Walnut Street was actually kind of like the original main street of Fort Collins because the firehouse is next to us after the parking lot. And then we've got Silver Grill on the other side. And we were like the original hardware store, I believe. And then it was Osborne's for years. We were part of the Ghost Tour. A lot of the building is original hand-laid brick. We haven't done much to it because we're lucky enough that the owner is okay with it. Like he's grandfathered in, so they don't have to be as, intense about some of the upgrades. And that works for us with this interesting mix of old, vintage, eclectic, and art. And I just absolutely love it. But a lot of people don't even know that we have a second floor. And I came in here and just saw it as a studio space immediately, like a warehouse feel. And it's actually been here for 7 years since we've been doing this.
That's so exciting. I know we're going to dive into that. So tell us a little bit about just Walnut Creek in general. What do you guys have there? Maybe take me in through the front door and what would we kind of experience?
Yes, it's a collaborative. It's like an artisan collaborative of there's at least 60 small businesses in here, including our vendors.
Wow.
They've artists, fine art. We've got people that crochet. We've got jewelry makers, real large variety. My business partner has been a picker and finder for over 20 years. And my background is art. So we have two really kind of 180-degree different aspects to the business, but it works really well together that we both have something to bring to the table.
Yes, definitely. And I have to say, because I love to come shop at your place, I wore these earrings on purpose today because I got them at Walnut Creek. And I know that you're also wearing some pieces from some of your artisans. Can you share kind of about your wardrobe?
Like hardly ever shop anywhere but my own store anymore because, I can get lots of things. So yes, my earrings are from Stacy Swearer. She does beaded jewelry. My shirt's from Under the Fig Tree, and she does all these very FOCO forward, like the true housewives of Fort Collins, and it has like a bike on it, that kind of stuff. And then I have jeans that are upcycled, gently used, Luckies, and boots.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
I also bought here. And it's so, lots of clothes, lots of jewelry, lots of fun things people don't realize, vintage and new, kind of an interesting combo.
Yeah. And I feel like you guys also have a great array of kind of things for people's houses. So when they're thinking about how can I introduce art into my house, how can I maybe go and do a little bit of shopping on a First Friday art walk, or anytime during the month. You guys are a great location to kind of get some of those really unique pieces that I feel like they can't always find in other stores.
Absolutely. I think 95% of our stuff is one of a kind. We have a few vendors that order things like retail to sell wholesale, but even when they do that, they try to source it in the United States or locally. Like Under the Fig Tree has her screen printing done here in town. And also I've got Silverbird. She finds these really beautiful, gently used t-shirts, and then she hand screen prints them in her
Dude,
house.
she's so talented. I've known Nicole for a long time. She used to be the lead singer. She has a great voice, lead singer of some bands that I used to hire for downtown, and I adore her. So actually, that's a good transition. I want to talk about how you guys are really a platform for lots of artists that are kind of getting started, helping them have a storefront. What kind of does that sort of fulfill a mission that you have in trying to help elevate other artists?
Definitely. My background is art education. I graduated from CSU here. And so this particular space, a lot of people don't realize is the Merchant Room, and it's like a gallery venue, these beautiful windows.
Wow.
And we've been having First Friday art walks for like 7, almost 8 years now. Only, of course, we didn't get to do it last year. And in doing so, we're always, showcasing local artists. I did start doing life drawing classes up here. So we do those every Wednesday, and I'm going to start adding some more classes again now that we can gather together. And I was just talking with or emailing with Hannah about doing, what am I going to do for First Friday Art Walk, that we're going to open up, and everybody that's involved is going to start doing the 6 to 9 event for Art Walk. I'm super excited
Great.
about that.
I know, it's so exciting. People will be able to kind of put that back on their calendar, but also just stop by and see things throughout the month. I know you're ramping up as you get into the summer. So that space upstairs where you are, that's the Merchant Room, right? And
Above
then
Walnut.
you also have a couple other special things that are part of your store, including something secret, somewhere secret. Isn't that right? Tell
Yeah.
people about what that is.
Somewhere Secret is this delightful couple that I met in the beginning, realizing that there was area for really interesting things to happen. And I wanted Walnut Creek to kind of become a destination space, not just specifically like shopping. And so they came in and they started an escape room up here. And it's like, at one point, I think they were 53rd in the country. They're amazing. It's very different, very well done. It has a really interesting story to it. And it's a little different if you get through solving all the puzzles and riddles like you do for escape rooms. You end up with a treasure map that it goes beyond your experience and leads to a real hidden treasure somewhere in northern Colorado. So it's like I don't think anybody else does that. So
Wow, that's cool. So no one's found that treasure yet. So
nobody's found it. Lots
hurry
of
up
people
and
have
get
gotten
in
that.
that escape room and make sure and get that treasure map.
Yeah, it's very well done. Super fun.
Well, and you also have another special tenant and a new partner kind of in your space that's downstairs. You want to talk about kind of who moved in this last year?
Yeah, COVID and its terrible awfulness, did also result in some good things. So again, a lot of people don't know, but the Right Card that was located in the corner of the square on Walnut and the end of Linden, that business has been there for 35 years, and my good friend Marta owns it and was going to have to close because of COVID. I had just emptied out a huge space in the back of Walnut Creek because I was going to do more like live events, including music, which kind of bittersweet because I really still wanted to do that. But we might be doing that on the patio. And we still do it when we do art events and stuff. So we can still do that. But she was going to have to close. And instead of closing, she was able to downsize a little bit and move into the back of Walnut Creek. So the Right Card is now part of our Walnut Creek family, which is fabulous.
Wow. And that's wonderful. And I know
and find her. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's always supported lots of different creative endeavors, and really a staple of downtown. So that's wonderful that you guys were able to make something work and come into the same space. It also makes me think that when people are out and about, they should definitely come in because there's so many different things that they can do with you. What do you think people need to know about Walnut Creek that they don't know?
Probably some of the things we were just talking about. Like I said, there's people that come in every day that go, I didn't even know that this store was here. And then when they come upstairs, they're like, what? You know, you've been doing art shows for 8 years. You can rent the space. The main thing I do up here with these beautiful windows is rent it to photographers. They bring their clients and then they do beautiful photo shoots. So if you look on Instagram at the Merchant Room, or it has a Facebook page that's separate. You can book it yourself for small events. A couple of times we've had like groups that play the Summer Secret game, you know, maybe some kids that are doing a birthday party. We can do that again where I have tables up here where they can have a little mini birthday party or a piece of cake before they do their game, things like that you wouldn't realize. And there is this one really interesting little room that I haven't been able to super market, but I would love to. I don't know if that is showing up on the screen, but
I love this. We're getting a walking tour.
So I think I can, I don't know if this is showing you exactly what I'm trying to get across, but it's a weird little tiny room. And I've had a couple of people, it's just like the matter of marketing. It's hard to,
It's like a fun kind of like little lounge space, someplace you could kind of rent out for an intimate date or something kind of cool. Yeah.
It's really cool. And
Look
I've
at
had
that.
a
You're
couple
so
of people that
creative in
took
your
advantage of
space.
that. But I really think that's something that still could be viably super fun. So if you're looking for a unique night out.
So Linda, what kind of stuff do you have planned for the future? I know you talked about live music. What are some of your dreams for your space?
I'm hoping to take some of the people that we had gotten started doing like a singer-songwriter event every Sunday night in the back room before the Right Card moved in. And we're talking about them coming back and just showing up on the porch, say on the weekends. It's in the Firehouse Alley. So if you're walking between, Linden Street up to the Exchange, we're next to the Forge in the parking lot, and we might have some great musicians out there just playing. If you hear something, please tip them. Stop in, come shop. We'll have like sales tools and things like that. But I still wanted to engage the opportunity to Magnolia session. We had Michael Patrick up here, his video. We did gasoline lollipops. Really. So lots of versatility to this building that people don't understand. And if you have an idea, call me and we can talk about it.
I love it. Well, we might have lost you again on the video there, so we're gonna see if that works. And I'm so excited for your space. I love that you guys are off of the old Firehouse Alley. That's one of my favorite alleys. I want to ask you just one more thing before we go, because I know you're an artist yourself, and you happen to have some paintings behind you that I think are yours. Talk to us a little bit about what your art is.
Thank you. Yes, it's shameless self-promotion. I did get a chance to engage a little bit more as an artist this summer because of COVID. I went and finally did some of the things like apply for public works. So I was able to do a transformer, 2 transformers, and then I did some work with the mural project here in town. I'm going to keep applying for that, and I had a chance to hang work. My passion is figurative, hence the life drawings on Wednesday, and as far as fine art, but I also do a lot of stuff that sells in Walnut Creek, like big giant paintings of horses and
oh, that's yours. I saw it just the other day and I wondered, I was like, I wonder if that's one of Linda's pieces. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah.
Well, and I know we were,
I can keep developing that.
Yeah, and I know we were able to work together on some of the temporary window murals downtown for kind of encouraging people to support our downtown businesses. And you also got to paint one of the temporary mural, barrier murals for us as well. And you did an excellent job. Yours is located at right now. They'll probably be leaving soon, but yours is at Starry Night. Is that right?
You guys gave me Starry Night and a little rainbow thing in front of the not spoons. No,
Snooze.
not spoons. News. I can't believe
Snooze.
I forgot that. One
Yay.
of my favorite restaurants. Yeah. So
That's awesome.
that was a fabulous experience in the middle of the summer as well. You know, kind of a
Oh,
late
yeah.
event there. I'm so happy things
Well,
are turning around.
you guys have so many things. I want to encourage everybody to come through and explore. There's no limit to your creativity in that space. I'm quite impressed. Um, and if anyone wants information about Art Walk, you can always go to downtownfortcollins.com. They've got all the information about what's happening for temporary shows that rotate every month, as well as ongoing activities and all the contact information and a map. So if you need any information, like I said, go to downtownfortcollins.com. And Linda, this has been wonderful. I so appreciate getting to visit with you. And thank you for everything you do for visual arts, for creativity, and for downtown.
Thank you. Thank you so much again for asking me to do this. You're awesome and we've become really good friends. And
Oh,
I
thank
really
you.
appreciate all the stuff that the DDA and the DBA and, you know, the city has tried to work with us a lot. And we just have an awesome community and I'm super glad to be a part of it. So thank
Oh,
you
that's
again.
wonderful. Yeah, it's fabulous.
Great. This was great.
Okay, take care.
Thank you. You too.